Welcome to a challenge log made by Loupgarou21, and it appears to be that this is his challenge log number 2. And because of the 2 leading zeros, it looks like he's planning to do a lot more challenge logs. So I just received this in a package sent by Ith Bombgard, and I've seen him picking this log on his channel, and it shows a very deep false set. And Ith Bombgard was so kind to ask me whether I would like to have a go on this log, and yes, of course, I love deep false sets. So Ith Bombgard, thank you very much for sending this log to me. That's my first attempt. So let's see. The key is still wrapped in aluminum foil, and oh, it comes out, oops. And yeah, first time that I try to get into this lock. So let's see. I use a 1.3 millimeter Peterson pry bar, and I will probably start with my homebrew pick. I go clockwise, counterclockwise, counterclockwise. So let's see. Work from this ledge. Maybe I adjust the lighting a little bit. Maybe like so. Oh. Touched one and the core turned a little bit. Oh, core turned a little bit more. Working my way to the back. More turn on the core. That's nice. It's really getting hard. It's really hard to get the pick out, so counter rotation here. Feels like that there is a really strong spring tension in this lock. Okay, full set increased. It's kind of funny feeling. It doesn't feel like serrations, so not this crunchy feeling actually, but more like a soft feeling. And it here is counter rotation. Okay, got it. That was a nice click. Yeah, not actually crunchy feeling, but soft when it continuously turned more and more. So counter rotation here. Ah, great. So let's see. One feels solid. Two, nothing. Maybe that hook is a little bit too deep. I think it was 3 or 4 and 4 sets increased. Okay, check all the pins again. Nothing from 1, nothing from 2, 3, I think that's 4 or 5. Getting counter rotation. Oh, and I think no, that's not an open. That's the that's the extremely deep false set. Wow. That's a milestone on this lock to get this false set. So what can I do now? I hope I get some counter rotation from some of these or from one of these pins. That's unbelievable. Such a deep false set. no feedback here. Maybe the pick is not deep enough. Ah, what's that? Is that counter rotation? Maybe. And open. Yeah. Open? Yes, open. Haha. That's a fun lock. Wow. Ith Bombgard, thank you very much for this fantastic lock. So nice that you asked me whether I would like to have a go on it, and doesn't open. I need a different screwdriver. This one is too big. I know that's not the right type of screwdriver, but it bites nicely in the screw, so I take it. All right. Get the back plate off, and now need no special follower with a groove. Pins are pointing upwards. Okay, let's hope for the best. Ah, yep, nice. So here's the pinning tray. I do it the old way. They are sticky. 1, 2. Yeah, and you can see here nicely the plug modification to achieve this deep fall set. Okay, where's my tweezers? So 1 is a standard, 2 is a standard, 3 is a standard, 4 is a sticky here, 5 is a standard, and 6 is a standard. So all standard here as key pins. Now let's check the drivers. Actually, that follower is a little bit too small. I hope I will get it back together. Okay, we have a spool in one. Oops, something jumped out from 2. Can't find it. That's weird. Okay, I will continue and have a look for the pin later on. So now that's 3. Then we have 4. 5 and 6. Oh, what's that? Oh, I messed it up. There are some small pins here. They look like, they look like trap pins. Here we have some springs in the back. Let's have a look at the plug. No, maybe no trap pins. But definitely here's a spring and a pin that fits to that spring. Another pin and probably somewhere lying around. Oh, I just found the missing pin for number 2. Okay, so we have this here. I put it in the last slot. I think this has nothing to do with picking the lock. But now let's pull out the springs really quick. Oh, this spring is stuck in the chamber. I think I have to replace it once I get it out. Oh, poor spring. Yeah, so that's the spring from number 6. Sorry for that. Let's see. Yeah. Number 5 is more cooperative. Number 1 seems to be... Oh no, it's also stuck in the chamber. Maybe I just leave it and just dump out all the other springs. And there is the other spring from this mystery chamber here, and there is another spring. So this gutting becomes really messy. Okay, no more springs would like to come out. Okay, so 3 springs are missing. I can see... Oh, let me turn on my little lamp. No, can't really see. No, that's not good. No modifications here on the chambers in the Bible. But now let's have a real close look to the pins. So we have standard key pins in all 6 chambers. Then we have a spool in 1, a standard in 2, a spool with 2 diameters in 3, spool in 4, spool in 5, and spool with 2 diameters in 6. And then we have these additional pins and springs for the mystery chambers here at the end. So these 2 guys here. And when we look at the plug, we can see this cutout here, and this fits nicely to the deep spool in number 3, so we can easily imagine how this angles here and gives an incredible falset. Yeah, that was a really nice lock, very enjoyable pick, and sorry for the messy gutting. Alright, so put everything together so we can have a look at the key now. Here is the key. Nice deep cut here at position 1 for the long key pin, and ups and downs here until the end. Yeah. So thank you very much for making this lock, LG21, and Ith Bombgard. Thank you very much for sending me this lock. So everybody else, thank you very much for watching. Happy picking and bye bye. Quick addendum to explain the purpose of the mystery pins. So I reassembled the lock, but with no key pins and drivers inserted, and I also tore out the other spring. We have only these 2 little pins and springs in the lock, and I want to show you what this does to the plug rotation. So you can see I can turn it almost all the way around, but not quite all the way around, so it has 2 stop points, and this is done by these 2 these two little pins. So when I turn it counterclockwise, you can see how the little pin here protrudes into the keyway, and now it stops, and I cannot turn it more. So it stops here, but I can turn it into the other direction until here, where the other pin sticks in the keyway and stops the plug rotation in the clockwise direction. But I can turn it back counterclockwise, all nice, until the other pin sticks in the keyway. So for some reason these two pins are in this lock to restrict the plug rotation. So I don't know the exact application of this type of lock, but yeah, it seems to be an advantage for the application to have this rotation restriction. Alright, so yeah, again, thanks for watching, happy picking, and bye bye!